was just I was praying in silence. The most important ones are always silent, which is why you hear me when I curse God, but you don't hear me when I'm communing. My prayer for you, anyone who sees this, is I pray that Source would open up your heart, and I pray that they would fill your heart with their love, so that you would feel the unconditional love of Source and know that you are loved and that you were never abandoned. We all have an abandonment wound because we all feel abandoned by Source. We look at the world and we see the terrible things that we're doing to ourselves each and every day. And we're like, where's God? Why? Why has God abandoned all of us? And we don't stop to think about the fact that we abandoned God first. And it took God abandoning us to show us why, we needed them. And I pray for you that God would put it in your heart so that you can also know that they never abandoned you. They were with you the whole time. It was you who abandoned them first. You didn't feel good enough for their love, and so you ran from it. You rejected it. And the only way to get us to truly open our eyes, spiritually speaking, and see the true reality of why their love is so important and so vital to our well-being, it happened to be to withdraw that. But it was only an illusion the whole time. They never stopped loving us. They never stopped moving within everything that we did to make sure that we couldn't do anything, too self-destructive. They just had to allow us to take things to some really dark extremes, because that was the depth of our demons. That was the depth of our darkness, It can't be drawn out of you if it doesn't exist in the first place. It can be projected onto you when it didn't exist in the first place. But I would imagine in the world like the world we live in today, even the absolute purest of light souls don't necessarily make it out of each lifetime unscathed. And then if you carry darkness into your new life, resulting from things you may have done in your past life, even if you were well-intentioned at the time, and it just turns out that someone was misleading you and misusing your faith and determination and dedication and willingness to go even to extremes if necessary to answer the call. You know, definitely there's a difference between doing bad things with good intentions and doing bad things with bad intentions, or even doing good things with bad intentions. Especially if the good things you do are laced with poison because of your bad intentions. However, none of us can escape our karma. So if we made the mistake and we fell for whatever we have to face that. We have to struggle because of that. But if we don't let it rob us of our faith, and if we don't let it rob us of our pure intentions, and we continue pushing forward regardless, in spite of any shortcomings, then we'll be okay, We'll get back to a place of pure light eventually, because the darkness will wash itself away, So my prayer to anyone who has ever felt abandoned by Source, by love, by God, by me personally, is that your heart would be opened and filled with the love of Source, so much so that you lose any memory of what it ever felt like to feel abandoned, because you never were. You abandoned yourselves. Come back to yourselves. Love yourselves. Appreciate yourselves. Because Source loves you. Source appreciates you. And in spite of any surface level, judgments, Source respects you. If you don't feel respected by Source, it is because you are disrespecting Source. And that's for me as well. This is my prayer to you all, with love and light. Blessings.